point. Like somehow something is allowing this to go faster than it used to go. Like from, I don't know, the 70s to the 2000s, that was very slow. And then now 2000, 2010, and then now it just seems like more people are piling on. So how do you see this?
Yeah, there's been a lot of kind of key investments made that gets us to the point where we are today. Just 5 years ago, one of the key things that took place was the Brain Initiative that happened in the United States. There's also a parallel project in Europe called the Human Brain Project. And actually, today, there's now brain projects around the world, and they're now starting to start this consortium of brain projects that are happening around the world. So you're starting to see the scientific community come together. But coming back to the U.S., it was 5 years ago we did this brain initiative. And with this brain initiative came investment. And that investment was on the research side. So it really helped to push the National Institutes of Health, the NIH, to start to do some key investments in this space. It also helped to push DARPA into investing into this space as well. So here we got this, 5 years ago, we have this key investment into research, into how do we build the tools, how do we build the technology that's in this neurotechnology space, because we see, and rightfully so, is that neurological conditions are a growing population, especially as we start to age. I mean, you think about it, we have dementia and Alzheimer's, right? But we also have Parkinson's disease, and we have, epilepsy that comes with it. And then DARPA's looking at, how do we do this for our soldiers? So we have people coming back with brain injuries, and they have a lot of seizures. And how do we care for those soldiers that are coming back with paralysis? So here are all these issues that they're facing, and how do we invest in the technology to help bring it forward? So that was 5 years ago that we saw this type of investment. What we're starting to see now is that all of this technology is now developed and it's starting to mature. It's at an inflection point where we need to start doing some technology transfer. And there's a foundation out there called the Coulter Foundation, and they made some great investments in bioelectronic engineering. And they went through their vetting process, actually through a 2-phase process, and they now have 16 institutions where they put money forward into investing into biomedical engineering. And that helped and that was very focused on translation. So they started to invest in this translation space. So now we're starting to see these companies and these ventures starting to come out of the lab and into the marketplace. And that's kind of the inflection that we're seeing in terms of the growth of neurotechnology.
That's really cool. It's like the private investment into the research kind of spurred up everything. So I had always thought it was kind of a technology based thing, but maybe the private investment saw like, okay, we're gonna be to the point that we need to be in terms of technology, maybe like computing power and everything like this, and then that, according to this story, is like that kind of launched everything else. That's actually kind of exciting. I mean, what kind of investment amounts are we talking about? Like millions or billions or trillions of dollars? Or what?
We're talking about billions of dollars, especially when you look at it around the world. But no doubt, the advancements that we've seen in technology have bled over into this space. The advancements in materials, we're learning that we can do less harm, make less invasive devices. We can actually have some real viable treatments through the technology that's been created. But that technology can't drive forward without the dollars behind it, right? You still need the investments to run those labs. You still need the investments to be able to hire the quality people that can look and try to solve these problems. So that investment actually helped to push it forward.